popped in at the perfect time. I fixed the PlayStation 4 controller. It works now. See? All better. Oh my... Dang it. This is what I get for changing my layout. I need to fix the size of my chat window right now. That shouldn't take long. I was hoping it wouldn't do this. This. Give me this thing. Thanks. We need to have it be tall. Not wider, but taller. There we go. We'll make it an even number. Or a 5, which is the honorary even number, as everyone knows. There we go. Could you type a few things into the chat, please? Just to make sure everything's working as intended. Just say anything, really, just to make the chat scroll up, make sure it... I know, I spent a lot of time on this new layout. We're gonna do this. Okay. I spent a lot of time on this new layout. It's not done yet. There are a few things I want to change about it, but it is most of the way done. I would say it's like 90 to 99% done. There are a few small detail things in the windows I want to change, but I won't point them out so as to not, point out how I have failed so far. Yeah, chat lag, cause your work Wi-Fi hates you. Not because dropped frames this time, surprisingly. Usually it's dropped frames. But, to peel back the curtain a little bit, these are all browser sources. So this is why I was able to work on it at work. Why did I do that? I need to move it very... Oh, I can use the arrow keys. Good. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Alright, so now that I've sorted out what the layout has to say... actually, we need to move one more thing. We need to move the alerts frame down just a smidge. See, I was hoping to get this done with some setup time today, but that didn't... Ooh! Alerts frame, please. Alerts frame. We need to move this down just a smidgen. And we need to make it shorter. Can I do that? I can do that, yeah. Transform, edit transform. We need to make it shorter. There we go. And then we move it down. Not that direction, but this direction. Other way. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Haha! I have done the thing, and now we can close the layout and never touch it again, just as it was before. But yeah, this is 99% done. There's like that little 1% of little dress and polish things that I want to change, but it's really, really small, so it won't be that big a deal. I'll be posting these on GitHub in about a month, the source code on GitHub in about a month, I should say, so that you as a streamer can go get these and then just use the files. Just drop the file into a folder and point your browser source at it as a local file. Bingo bango bongo, easy peasy. I went out of my way to make all of this just straight up and down HTML CSS so that you could use a local file, so you don't have to pay for, you don't have to pay for like Amazon S3 hosting or something. And yeah, S3 hosting is supremely cheap, but still. I didn't want this to be a paywall thing. If you don't have, a couple cents to spare a month. Yeah, I turned off the face cam. I had to clean my glasses. It's fine. I meant to do that. Anyway, let me music in my ear holes and then we can begin. Let's see. We already listened to this one. You know what? It's a Dirty Dancing soundtrack kind of night, I think. And then Chicago. So it's a Dirty Dancing soundtrack kind of night. So I'm gonna listen to that. Ooh, this cassette case is not in very good shape. Gosh dang it. That's why we can't have nice things. I break the cassette case. There we go. Fixed it. Stream is still called Fix It, by the way. Oh yeah, I need to change the title. You are correct. Title. Dungeons and Dragons? Anyway, it's time to duel. No, it's time to, edit these dice pictures. But that's less fun to say. I think this is the right... I have it going the opposite way anyway. How does one set up an auto host? It's in your channel settings somewhere. I don't remember. I set them up a billion years ago. Hang on, is this cassette going the right way? Hold up. Do I remember how cassettes work? Yes. Anyway, now that I've sorted out my cassette, it's the Dirty Dancing soundtrack if you want to listen along. I will see how much time I have at work between projects to set up some kind of Spotify integration sort of thing. But right now, just go. You don't see a lot of things. Yeah, that's fair. It's somewhere on desktop. I don't know that you can... Oh, this is not the volume dial. That's why, you goober. Anyway. You don't know me. Don't you know me? Don't tell me what to do, and don't tell me what to say when I go out with you. Don't put me on display, 'cause you don't own me. Don't try to change me in any way. You don't own me. Say, oh, don't tell me what to do, and I don't tell you what to say. Stand by myself. Yes, all I ask of you, and I'm not to be on me. I'm not to be free. Anyway, stream look alright? Everything good now? I think you can only set your auto hosts from desktop. Don't quote me on that. Also, it's a little subtle. I'm actually gonna turn off the capture for like half a second just to show you. It's a little subtle, but this is what's behind the capture. And this is really cool if you know what this is. Oh, no, say. And this cubic Bezier function, what makes this have this nice breathing animation, took me a billion years. Did I mean to make that transparent, or did I make that the same color? Either way, it's a good idea. I think I just made that the same color on accident. Whatever, it fits in well. It is a Code Lyoko thing. That's the whole theme of this layout. Good job. Anyway, let's get to what we were here for, and that's editing these dice. mouse ball's a little gummy. Yuck. Grody. Anyway, not the magic wand. I need this. Thank you. Hey, baby. Mm-hmm. Hey, baby. No. Oh, will you be my girl? Hey, baby. Actually, if you be my girl. Street. Like me. So happy. On the ship line. Wanna make her mine. Hey, baby. I wanna know if you be my girl. Hey, try and guess who I am? You. I wanna say, you baby, be my girl. Hey, baby. Listen, I'm a this is called a variety stream for a reason, okay? And I like the Code Lyoko layout. It calls back to the fact that I did do a lot of streaming of the Code Lyoko game. Be my girl. Hey, baby. Oh no. If you be my girl. Hey, baby. Yeah, I wanna know, if you be my. I'm also leaning into the screen, which I shouldn't be. I'm a big old nerd, you right? You should walk. Oh, yeah. I hacked up. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. How do I hello? What is happening and why is my screen wrong? Oh, oh no! I removed all my layers. I'm a dingus is what? How do I add another point here? Because I need another point here to clean this up. It's fine, it'll look like that. My dear, I have an eye for detail, and you've known that for many years now. Where's my other point? There's another point on this line. We're gonna put it way out here so I can see. There we go. Gosh, I should have been a jeweler. Look at how distinct this is. Okay, I love my trackball mouse. It is not helping me right now. We are using the trackpad. Like some kind of heathen, I know, but... What's happening is I'm a dingus earlier. we paste this and we make it a layer on its own to new layer, and we're just going to cut all these out at once. We're going to hide the visibility on that one. We're going to delete this. The night. Without you, I know you help me now. So alone. Help me cure the soul alone. Won't you help me cure the soul alone? Won't you help me cure the soul alone? The soul alone. Won't you help me cure the soul alone? I was talking about this with my mom earlier today, and like, it's really interesting that the 80s have such a rich pop culture library to work with, when like economically a ton was going down. Like the Cold, like not even just economically, but like the Cold War was happening, and like it's not to like call the current political state out, but like it makes me curious as to what our media is gonna look like in 5-10 years. But like the 80s have, you know, there's a reason there's a whole movie, Ready Player One, essentially just 2 hours of screaming about how good the 80s pop culture space is. Thank you for the in-depth explanation. It helped a lot. I don't know what in-depth explanation you're talking about. I'm sure that was either a really good goof or a sincere moment of like, thank you for explaining, I understand now. But I can't tell which anymore because of chat delay. I really need to stop leaning into the screen. Hang on, like 5 seconds. I need to mute my camera and put on my yellow glasses so my eyes don't kill me. Where am I? There they are. They were just where I left them. Because despite it being chaotic in here, I know where things are. The explanation of what is going on. Yeah, the dice randomly changing position and escaping the, call you a lover boy. Me a lover boy. You watched Ready Player One the other day. I will warn you, my feelings on that movie are akin to my feelings on Scott Pilgrim, in that it is a fun adaptation. It is an entertaining watch. Holy Hylia, is it the least accurate. It's so, like... And, like, they clearly tried. Like, they used it as a basis for the direction of the movie, and I was expecting that. Like, I was expecting things to be handled differently because they couldn't get the exact set of culture, you know, copyright licensed for the film. Duh. I mean, they would have had to, like, off the top of my head, they'd have had to deal with, like, Rush's record label and, like, 5 different anime companies and, like, 4 different media companies that don't exist anymore. It would have been an absolute disaster. So, like, obviously I was expecting a little bit of a difference in, like, what properties were used, but I was expecting at least the same general structure of the contest and everything, you know? It's like, it was different. I'm feeling it. Yeah, I know a lot of movies are like that, but it's like, a lot of movies are, in addition to being a terrible adaptation of the source material, also not very good movies, at least as far as book movies go. But, like, Ready Player One is, like I said, in the same class as Scott Pilgrim for me, because it's still a good movie. I'll sit down and watch Scott Pilgrim. It's a good time. But, oh my goodness, is the source material like 1,000,000,000% better. And I wouldn't say that Ready Player One is 1,000,000,000% better than the movie is better than the book. just because they're both, you know, very much that specific brand of content that I would gently describe as is there another point in here for me to work with? No? Why did I do it that way? Oh. Where are you tonight? Tonight, to know. Where are you tonight? Anyway, as I was saying, Ready Player One is very much. I'm like hunched over right now. Ready Player One is very much what I would describe as nerd power fantasy, but it's also a great time. You know, it's not Shakespeare or anything, but it's fun. Like Aragon versus the movie. I was you want to talk about book movies that make me upset? Inkheart. I am still upset about Inkheart. Like, I have seen Inkheart a grand total of one time when it came out, and I was so mad I didn't finish the third book in the series. Inkheart was so bad. Like, the only other book movie that is on the same level of terrible. There's a piece of fluff. I swear I'm not a cat. The only book movie that's on a similar tier of atrocious is the Percy Jackson movie. So, oh yeah, Inkheart's so bad. Like Inkheart, like the book, I have it in my bookshelf background for these streams. It's a good book. It's got a good premise. It's really awesome. Like, the premise alone is the coolest thing to anybody who loves to read. It's, you literally, certain people can read aloud and bring stories to life. It is the coolest thing. Why was this not, like, this, oh, they could have done so much with this movie and it was so bad. I'm so mad about it. I love Inkheart as a book. The book's incredible. The book's a great time. Like, I want to go back and finish Ink Death now. I want to read all three of them. If I had the license rights, I would be doing the Inkheart series on paper cuts right now. I'm not kidding. If one of you want to email the rights holders for Inkheart and ask if I can do paper cuts for it, feel free. I'm never gonna stop you. I love Inkheart. It's a really, really cool series. But the movie... and it did that... Oh. And it did the thing that the Percy Jackson movie also did, where it, slammed the sequel bait onto the end of the movie, even though it's... in the books, it's just the beginning of the next book. I'm upset about it. I'm salty. I'm big Mercaker. But please do, find out who the heck owns Inkheart and ask them if I can do paper cuts on it. I would love to. I guarantee you there's an audiobook. I absolutely guarantee you. Especially after it took off, there's an audiobook. But if somebody can sort out, what the performance rights look like for that. You're also going to call Leigh Bardugo so I can read Six of Crows. Oh, but my Kaz voice will stab my throat after 2 hours. The Kaz Breaker voice will kill me. My throat will die. I will not be able to talk the next day. It'll be worth it, though, because I've started reading Six of Crows and it's been really good. I've actually been reading Six of Crows with Aspen, and it's been pretty awesome. Anyway, I am the most easily distracted person to exist on this plane. In the still of the night, in the still of the night. there isn't an audiobook for the third Ink book. Maybe I would like to contact the rights holders. Just because, it's a matter of, formality. Like, yes, maybe the performance rights are available to the general public, but still, it's like Weird Al asking to parody things on a different scale, obviously, but it's like asking to parody a song. It's a courtesy thing. Even though legally I probably wouldn't have any trouble. That's actually the big wrinkle with paper cuts, is if there's an audiobook already existing, then I could get into some hot water, They could say, hey, you're directly competing with this existing recording of this novel. So no. If there's not an existing audiobook for a book, though, I can probably get away with fair use. I would just like to ask the author before I do, Speaking of asking the author and everything, I asked the parent company for Astounding Stories, right? And what is happening? I'm trying to turn off the PS4 controller and it flipped out a little bit on me. I think the ribbon cable's loose. It's fine. This is fine. Instead of gently, doing the thing and turning off, it just kind of flickers at me. It's fine. It's probably because I was holding the button a little too hard. Oh no, there's still tape left on here. No, it's fine. Yeah, we'll just let this play out. Okay. So anyway, copyright trifles aside, we were here to work on dice. Actually, I'd love to get a blanket license for music. I'd love to get a blanket license for music so I could play music on these streams. Because I've had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before, and I swear this is true, and I owe it all to you. But anyway, as I was saying, speaking of copyright, I'd love to get a blanket license for music, for especially streams like this, where I'm just kind of sitting here, staring at a screen, quietly, as I continue to attempt to make things. I started a story and then didn't finish it. I talked to the parent company of the Astounding Stories publisher, right? Which they're still in business, by the way. The company that publishes the analog science fiction, right? And analog science fiction is what they changed the name to in the 40s, I think. I talked to the parent company and I was like, hey, can I get licensed to read these on stream? I'll buy the issue. And I didn't get anything back from them. So, unfortunate. Maybe somebody start an email drive, start emailing them and be like, hey, can this streamer please take part in your content? He wants to ask nicely, and you guys didn't say anything because you're a big company and you're busy. So if you could please interact, that'd be beautiful. I'm not saying do that, but it would be phenomenal if you did. See, I don't really mind that this, if this gets a little bit of the background, because it's just like gray background anyway. What I really worry about is it being pointy. I want these curves to be elegant, TM. At the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. As I swear, and I owe it all to you. I've had the time of my life. Yes, I kind of zone in. It's fine. Oh, and I swear it's true. And I owe it all to you. Oh, I had the time of my life. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm barely going to have to adjust that curve. That's beautiful. So inside, let you go. And just say you love me. I'll make you so of me. I'm gonna turn their heads every place I go. Hold on, please. Yeah, be my baby, baby. Make my New Orleans out of it now. Baby, let's wait and see. Yes, with me, I'll give you 3. I saw you. I have been waiting for you. Now I will know you of your eternity. So don't you be my little baby. Na 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 na. Be my little baby. I've started watching the new Sabrina. Who forgot to tell me? Also, did y'all hear about the She-Ra reboot? Because I sure didn't hear it had come out until someone messaged me and was like, look at the character design on this new She-Ra. And I was like, heck yeah, good character design. Good She-Ra. I like it. I didn't know there was a new Sabrina. I'm going to have to watch the new Sabrina. Into the pile of things I'm going to watch, it goes. Also, there's Jeopardy on Netflix now, so there goes my entire weekend, even though I have like a billion things to do this weekend. Is it me? It's very much darker than old Sabrina. Well, duh. Old Sabrina was like a PG like TV show. Are we like closer to a Buffy vibe now? Is that how much darker? Or are we like thinking darker than Buffy? Speaking of Buffy, I need to find the source books for Monster of the Week. It's like a very that dark, huh? Um, I really want to run a Monster of the Week game, and I think after the current work game that's running for D&D, right? Uh, Aspen, you know this game's gonna take a hot minute because we're doing a really long module. But after we finish this module, I'm really tempted to, everyone who's stuck around probably is into tabletop games by now, and like, I want to pick up Monster of the Week because it looks like a great time, and I want to do a Smallville themed campaign, really bad. And Monster of the Week's much better for like improvising as a dungeon master. I suppose game master because like what actually it's like called Lore Keeper, I think, with Monster of the Week. Anyway, I am the biggest sucker for Smallville probably on the face of this planet. Despite my being in like early middle school when it came out, and yeah, I did watch it when it came out actually, and I really like it because it's like that. It's equal parts nostalgia and like a good watch. She's like the wind. But anyway, it's like equal parts nostalgia and a good watch. So I'm like, yes, yes, give me the Smallville. And I actually have a couple of the DVD sets. I know I have the fourth season around here somewhere. But other than that, I don't know that I have. I don't know that I know what I have actually. Like the wind. Hang on, we're gonna put this boy out here, and then we're gonna put this one right. Yeah. No, not there. There. And then we're gonna put this point in here. We're gonna bring the whole spiel in a little ways. There we go. Fruit parfait. 2 new layer. Then we delort. Sorry, I have to like alt tab over to chat to check it. We used to have all the seasons box sets, but we left them all when you moved. Aww. Aww. All 10? Man. Like, and my cousin has all 10, so like if I really wanted to watch it on DVD, I could just ask my cousin, like, hey, can I borrow seasons of Smallville? But it's like, I found the 4th season in a thrift store, and it's kind of in rough shape, but like, I immediately saw it and I went, I gotta have this. So, I'm going to tell you. I'm gonna say that See, now that I know that I can place points roughly here and then move them later, like they don't have to be restricted to where I put them in the line. Hungry eyes, in the skies, hungry eyes. Oh, dang it! I needed more points here. Can I add a point, please? No? Cool. Guess we're having a pointy boy. Wait. Haha! Reopen. Oh. I said, haha! Reopen the shape. Add another point right near. Haha! I am a wizard. I am Image Wizard. Hungry eyes. Look at you and I can't disguise. I got hungry eyes. magic between you and I. Hungry eyes. Yeah, that's fine. Chat. Oh, you had Charmed too? Oh, you guys had Charmed and Smallville and you left both of them. I know for a fact if I told my mom you guys left your Charmed box set, she'd be the most salty. Mom loved Charmed, and I watched some of Charmed, and it was really good. But I was busy watching Smallville at the time. Y'all left a bunch of good TV behind. Gosh golly. Like, I get it. You guys are moving. You want to, like, remove the clutter, TM. But come on, man. It's a good show. Good shows. I don't know. DVDs are kind of... DVDs are kind of like old media at this point, which makes me feel like I'm a billion years old, but it's all streaming now. Which I shouldn't say in that tone. Hi, I would like to delete this layer. Which I shouldn't say in that tone, because I'm literally currently creating streaming media. I swear that local ISP is more favorable service in the bigger city than the small town. How are you doing? Oh, we talking about everybody's favorite Can't? You guys kept Teen Wolf over Charmed and Smallville? Why? I'm pretty good. Say Pimp. I've just been, tinkering at work, hence the new layout. Well, new-ish. It's not exactly the most different from the last time you were here, but now it's animated in the back, and the windows look a lot cleaner because I built them with HTML and CSS. I did so tell you what I ate today, phone. Anyway. Ask your mom there. I will, honestly. Next time she's around, next time we're, like, video chatting, I'm gonna ask her, why did you keep Teen Wolf and leave Charmed and Smallville, the objectively better shows? But anyway, yeah, I've been having a good time. I heard you were having some real rough trouble with your ISP, more than usual, which is surprising. I don't know, we've been having some internet trouble lately too. Like, usually we don't have trouble when the internet, when the weather gets cold about the internet having problems, but like it has started this winter, and I need to like either have my dad call the ISP or personally like call the ISP and be like, listen, this is unacceptable. Oh, you were gonna try and stream the Soul Calibur tournament? Yeah. We'll see. I mean, it sure seems like you've got a little better internet connection in the big city, you know? Which, I mean, in fairness, they're also, like, in the process of signing contracts to expand the internet quality there, which would be beautiful. Like, because if they expand the internet quality out there, it'll start to trickle down out here, which is beautiful. We need better internet out here, man. It's rough. And yes, it is the truth. Charmed and Smallville are better than Teen Wolf, and you can unfollow me right now if you're salty about it. Please don't unfollow me, I'm goofing. But I am serious. Smallville is better than Teen Wolf. Yes, Smallville's soundtrack is slightly dated, but it's currently in that zone such that it is nostalgic, so I'm gonna defend it. And I remember being like, oh, such jam. Oh, ding-a-ring. I hacked up. Gosh dang it, close the shape, please. Okay, we're gonna commit, and then we're gonna do it again. Because I need to have the whole dice on screen, you goober. everything and be anticipated. Oh, yes. Gonna make a love that feels so right. Yes. Gonna make a love that feels tonight. Loving and squeeze all night. Oh, that synth sample right there was the most 80s. That like kind of xylophone-y sounding thing. Ooh, so nice. Oh, the orchestra sting. Yeah, I forgot what it was like to have stable internet when I stream next week. Hey, good luck cleaning, my dude. Yeah, stable internet. Yike. Squeezing and loving and squeezing all night. Oh, yes. Gonna make a love and you so right. Yes. Gonna make a love and you tonight. Yes. I think it's interesting that this tape has held up so well because it's clearly like it's been played a ton. Like if you look at the actual condition of the cartridge on the tape, it's clearly been like somebody was jamming out to this a lot, or at least it like got dropped in something. But it still handles pretty well, which is a pleasant surprise. You know, it's always a gamble when you're buying cassettes anymore. I mean, at all. Also, have I expressed my immense displeasure that it's getting dark at 5 in the afternoon now yet? I mean, yeah, but now our time is working correctly. It's not like bent out of shape because we don't know how we dislocate our sense of time sometimes, which is frustrating. Like, I don't mind it getting dark late at night or like earlier in the afternoon, honestly, if it means we never have to have daylight savings time. Like, I'm 100% down for that. Okay, it's time for Chicago. I'm going to bed in the dark and waking up in the dark. Yeah, that'd be pretty rough, admittedly. Is this rewound? Yeah, it's probably fine. No wonder I have seasonal depression. Oh, yeah, this ring light is half of what's staving that off. Sometimes I feel like seasonal affective disorder, man. It's a rough boat. You just gotta get the happy lamp sometimes, you know? Hello? I want to cut my pixels to the clipboard, please. Hello? Oh, dang-a-rang. I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, good. It preserved... Okay. It preserved my selection when we switched to the right layer. There we go. I almost hecked up. I also want a record player super bad. Oh, I've always got eyes. Anytime I walk into a thrift store, I've always got eyes to see if I can find a record player because I don't want to like go buy a cheap turntable. I want to find something, you know, because then I can just like, because then it's an adventure for me. I get to figure out how to replace missing and broken parts. I get to find a stylus I want. I get to a lot of this and that. I'm big excited about it. And like I did find a deck the other day, but it wasn't in really good shape and I couldn't test it. I was tempted to like Honestly, I wouldn't buy one. I would wait to see what you can find at a thrift store, or like find a vintage brand, you know, like find a vintage model you want, and go digging on, Craigslist and eBay and stuff. I wouldn't buy a modern table. I mean, the only modern tables worth buying are like Audio Technica DJ sets, and it's not a good price because they're they're especially specialty goods now and here and now, because like vinyl's kind of, vinyl's had its renaissance. There's still always going to be people who are like, yeah, man, I like vinyl. But like, I honestly, like, if I'm gonna buy vinyl, like, it's gonna be from a collector's standpoint. It's not gonna be like how I listen to an album. There is a record shop in Bozeman. Nice. I think there's a couple record shops in the big city here. Cause like I drive past one on the way into work, and I definitely, there is another record store next to a really good Mongolian grill place, and in that same strip mall there's also a comic book place, so I could blow a lot of money in that strip mall. Oh, if you ever wind up over here, Aspen, I am gonna have to take you to that Mongolian grill place. It's so good. I don't know. There's something about like on a similar note. Um, there's something about like hearing the wow and flutter out of a tape deck, which is kind of like not inherently nostalgic for me, but it gives me the warm fuzzies, man. Like, I know it's technically not supposed to happen, but hearing like the little synth, like the way a synth pad reacts to wow and flutter, just makes me smile a little bit. And I think it's that characteristic sound that I remember from cassettes, and which is why I enjoy it so much. I didn't hear a lot of it when CDs started happening, which wasn't very long after I started listening to my own music, honestly. Whether it be from outside the radio, CDs were pretty quick onto the scene when I started making a little bit of my own music choices. And by the time I was making my own music choices proper and, had escaped the pit of country music, um, it was all digital. I do remember trying to pack as much music into an iPod shuffle that was 512 megs as possible. So we had to I had downscaled all of the MP3s from iTunes to the minimum bit rate and everything. And it still shows, because it still shows that I did that, because if you listen to if you're here and you listen to what we have on the house drive, because I set up essentially a very, very small network attached storage for all the music, because I was sick of trying to find which drive it was on all the time, and pathing into the computer downstairs to get the music. So I was like, this is going on a network drive. I'm sick of trying to find which computer I left this music on. So I just spent a whole couple days after, on break from Ambrose, I think. It is Mongolian Grill. It's not Hoo Hot, but it is the same style of food. It's like a mom and pop hole in the wall version of Hoo Hot, and it's really, really good. And I go there every time I'm in the area and I feel like I need to treat myself. And eventually, if I ever track down a good turntable out of a thrift store, I'm gonna blow money on records there too. And I'm really tempted to get some vinyl of The National, because that's one of the bands that I know I want to collect for. A record is not going to be my primary way to listen to a piece of music. It's going to be a collector's item for me. So I want Eagles records, I want Rush records, I want The National records, I want records from bands I really know I dig. Also, this is really good tape, by the way. I could probably list like the track list, and someone who loves Chicago could tell me exactly what album is playing. But it was Niagara Falls, and Forever, and if she would actually, it probably says what album this is on the like slide out. Oh hey, lyrics! I forgot this was in here. Also available on compact disc. I know. What album is this though? Is this just the album called Chicago? I forgot there were lyrics sliders in these, man. Ugh, I'm a million years old. Like now you just look it up. It's called Chicago 18, so like it's probably some kind of greatest hits thing or something. It's whatever. It's a good tape. So Telltale Games, oh, they really are officially filing for bankruptcy. Those poor devs, man. They put their heart and soul into these games, and the company gets mismanaged. It's such a shame. They're being removed from Steam? How am I going to get these games now? There better be somebody republishing these. I don't want to miss out, man. Like, yeah, I have the Strong Bad games on my Wii, but, like, there's other Telltale games I wanted to play. Hi, Mom. What's up? I cannot hear you. I have headphones on.
Can you wake me when you're done?
When I'm done? Sure.
What time will that be?
An hour from now?
Alright, I just needed to know about tomorrow morning, so. Our retainers have to be picked up at 7 tomorrow morning.
Oh.
And I gotta work at 6. Can you get them?
I can try mightily.
Just wake me up when you're done.
Yeah.
Or when you have a break or something.
Mm-hmm. Aspen says hi. I don't think she heard you. Aspen! Hi. She says hi. Anyway, now we need to export this. How did I name these? Small cut. We're going to export all the small cuts first, and then we're going to... No, don't JPEG them. That's incorrect. PNG, you goober. I mean, in fairness, Telltale didn't get any of my money from the Wii Virtual Console sale. It was all Nintendo. Let's be real. In the sky. Oh, I can show you really simply here in a moment. After I export all these, I will put a JPEG in this program, and we will try to and we'll scale it up a bunch, and you'll see why. It essentially it's a compression thing. It's because a JPEG makes less dense clumps of like blocks of pixels on the screen to make the image take up less space, right? But then when you scale the image larger, a PNG has greater fidelity to the original image. So it doesn't have as much blockiness as when you stretch out a JPEG. I'll grab some YouTube assets after we're done with this, and I'll show you. What are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're on 4. Did we already? No, we did not. Okay, export as 1d8 4 small cut. I bet you I can do this without letting go of the keyboard. So I can do that, and then I can say Alt F, export. Oh, I can just say Shift Control E. That's even faster. That's a 6. Control Shift E. There we go. Now we're cooking. You know, I'm curious to see what the if I tell the magic wand to try and select the dice, what we'll get, because like that probably won't look half bad. Anyway, I didn't check into whether we should use low halo scale or go borrow somebody's machine learning scaling, but we can probably do it really quickly. Oh, hello? Gimp? Are you okay? I have to go be a human, so wait to do the JPEG thing until I get back. Okay. While you wait, I'm gonna pull up a upscaler I know about. And we're gonna see if the where's the nice one? There we go. This is the one I wanted. Style photo, no JPEG reduction, upscale. Let's upscale them by 10. Do not compress, and then we're gonna drag just the one D4 in there and see what it looks like. You know, see if it's any good. We're just gonna take this one in here, and we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, I should look into how this works, actually, honestly, because it's machine learning, and I want to learn how to do it anyway. Anyway, while we wait on that one to live its life, we can apparently restart GIMP. Gosh dang it. Hello, GIMP? Okay, we're gonna save this canvas. Save. We're gonna save it as 1d8.xcf in pictures, dice, photos. We're gonna save it there. Then we're gonna close GIMP because it's being rude. Then we're gonna open it up again. Oh yeah, and then now we can see the rest of the layout that I spent so much time on. 926 you. Okay, I have a couple notifications on my telephonular device, and I want to see what they are. What are we? What's been happening while I wasn't paying attention to my telephone? Oh, that! I need to fix that. But like, I don't want to like download a single instance of but I don't want to, what was I saying? I don't want to download the upscaler client because I don't have a high performance, I don't have a high performance graphics card for it to use. So, it's not really worth it. I'll just wait for the server to sort it out. Hi, are you done yet? No? Okay. Oh, someone is having trouble with printers being a demon. Everyone's favorite. Printers are indeed demons, if you didn't know. Fun fact from a computer science major. Printers are demons. Okay, we need to open. Recently, we'll open the 1d8. So before we low halo scale all of these, actually I might just try and find out between streams. I'll do that. Have Kakusu remind me in a day about remind this channel about dice scaling with that 22 hours. Did I remember how to do that correctly? Nope, I had it back away. I need the... These are a lot of really cheesy love songs. I love it. There we go. Yeah, tell me about this at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Good job, Kakusu. You're the best. Anyway, we're gonna find out whether the scaling works off stream, but for now, we're gonna scale all these with low halo. You know, I don't even necessarily have to scale these with low halo. I can just scale them later. I'm not gonna scale these with low halo. I'll do that on my own if it's worth it. I have a comparison. Can I delete these layers? Not like that. So now it's time to... Hang on, we're going to merge all the visible layers and then we're going to delete them. Look at all these dice photos are being roughly in the same place. Everyone's favorite. Merge visible. I know that's an option. Merge visible layers. Shoot, I didn't want to do that. Undo the flattened image. I just wanted to merge the visible layers. Okay, then we can delete this layer. Look at all those dice. Rest of your life, you know, go on, and go on my own. Do we have time for the 1d10? I sure hope so, because I'm importing all these. We got 30 minutes. But, actually, I could really, that's what I'm gonna do, actually. We're gonna cut out one of these 1d10s, and then we're gonna scale them up as a PNG versus as a JPEG. It might not be the best, example, because it's a PNG based on a JPEG, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll start from 0. Turn off all these layers. Still my earth, and I will go. see how this image looks a little jagged right there? That gets worse and more noticeable in a JPEG than in. Also, there's this kind of like halo of empty space. Oh, dunk. I Go on, can't go on, can't go on, can't love. Go on, can't go on, can't go on. See, the issue with this one is it already kind of looks lumpy on its own. So when I try to cut it out, it's going to look lumpy as well, which is a problem. Oh. Okay, that's side A of the tape, I guess. Side B. Wait for it to get through the lead out. Why did I do it this way? Why am I like this? There we go. This is what I should have done. And this one's too detailed. Cool. Oh, there's another point in there. Wow, how did I do that? Where did the... Oh, not that. How did I do that? Okay, we're just gonna... We're gonna leave it like that, I guess. How did I even do that? How did I get it to do that? What the heck? Aw, dunk. Today. Okay, this lump in here is a problem, but I don't think I can fix it. Unless I just immediately fix it with my wizard powers. I am the best at this. What is even happening? Over and over again. Da-na-na-na. I face a circle and over and over again. Over, over. Oh, that gave me the worst, like, musical deja vu for the Dragon Ball theme. Whom's this waifu? I think you know who's waifu. But, no, Waifu2X is my image scaler that I borrow off the internet every time I need to scale up an image any more than, like, what an inbuilt scaler will use. So anyway, the JPEG versus PNG thing. Oh, someone's playing RimWorld. Oh, we'll see. Kid is probably doing his talk show right now. Anyway. Let me show you. So see how there's this, like, jaggedness when you zoom way in on a JPEG? Let me import as a layer something I know is a PNG from the top. Do I have something? No, that won't do. No, that won't do either. These are PNGs. Let's do it. Let's show it with... Do I have Nehru? I gotta have Nehru here somewhere. There we go. Nehru.png. So see how Nehru looks right now? If we say, how do I scale? Scale layer. If I scale the layer way the heck up, like a long way up, like it was originally like 102 pixels big, right? So if we make it 1,002 pixels big, 1,020 pixels big, then that's a 10 times increase, and you'll see it scales properly. If we say no interpolation and we say scale, first of all, Lady Nehru gets real big, but it also scales perfectly because it's a PNG and there's no, like, artifacting in the image. Okay, Lady Nehru, you've illustrated my point. You can go away now. But if we were to scale this one up, I'm going to scale this one up just for we're going to scale this up by the same factor. Maybe not the same factor. We'll scale it up by as much as this will hold. If we scale this up, you can see there's clear artifacting all over the place. Do I have a lot of missed frames? I have 1.3% of my frames missed, and they're mostly from earlier in the stream. It wouldn't shock me if my low bit rate was making your end of the stream upset, because I have to stream at like an incredibly low bit rate to keep me from losing frames, actually. But I don't have any missing frames right now. I haven't had them for a while. But anyway, that's your lesson on how image compression can cause artifacting because of the way that arises because of the way it makes the image take up less space in the computer. It essentially says, oh, these pixels are all roughly the same color. I'll make them all the same color so that the computer can just say, this is one big block of these pixels. Make a block of these pixels this big. Instead of saying, this pixel's this color, this pixel's this color, this pixel's this color, this pixel is this color, and so on and so forth. While a PNG, it's either an uncompressed image or a non-lossy compression. So it doesn't have that artifacting when you scale, when you blow them way up. Stream is going very well, but sometimes video frames are lost. I'm certainly trying to do my best. Thank you for saying that I'm doing great. Yeah, I have some trouble with stream fidelity just because I don't have the best internet. But hey, if it is missing frames, you know where you can see those missing frames? On YouTube at Glacier Nestor. The stream VODs are posted on a pretty long delay, but if you missed out some stuff because the stream was being weird, there's always going to be stream VODs over on my YouTube channel. But anyway, I will plug my work. I will plug my other thing, my preferred form of content at the end of the stream, as I usually do. But yeah, there's your education for the evening. That's how. See, look at here. See this right here? I'm assuming you can see my cursor. Yeah, just shout in the chat if you can't see the cursor. But if you look at the curve of the dice near the 1 there, there's some really clear artifacting, and that's because this is a JPEG, or it's a JPG, but they're based on the same format, so it's fine. And in hindsight, I probably should have calibrated my screen capture device in order to do the PNGs. Yeah, someone's playing. Oh, PBG's playing Majora's Mask right now. Oh, it's Zelda month. Right. But eventually, I'm thinking. Speaking of programming, which is what this stream is titled, because technically we're building assets for a program. Speaking of programming, eventually I'm thinking of writing a Twitch bot with like the long way around in Java. Rather than trying to use someone else's pre-built API, I'm going to just essentially make my own calls to the official Twitch API that uses, REST URLs and stuff. I'm just gonna. I might write even my own like internal API that I won't release because it won't be good enough for release. But I might write a little internal API that I can call, and I'm thinking of handing the bot a small DB, a very simple like MySQL DB. It's not gonna be anything fancy. In order to show you all. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to do this. Anyway, I'm thinking of writing a very simple program that accesses a DB somewhere. I might host it on S3, honestly. Or, like, whatever the database service is for Amazon. I don't know, man. Hang on, we need to bring this in a little ways. But anyway, I'm thinking about making a MySQL database just full of music track data that you all, the viewers, can then say to the bot, request that you play this song, so you get bits and pieces of that song via me singing, because that's the closest we're going to get to actually having song requests on this stream, because I need to, for copyright concerns, because YouTube gets really fiddly about copyrighted music. That, or if I find a library of, public domain music that I'm fond of, I might write a bot that lets you, ask for a general theme of public domain music, and then anyway, I might have a bot that's like, oh, I wanna have this kind of feel, and then it goes and finds a. My cursor is white and you're hovering it over a white dice. Yeah, that makes it a little hard to see. Matt's playing Solid 76. 4:37 a.m. Young man, you need to sleep. I'm from the United States. I'm in the middle of the United States, so I'm in the central time zone. So it's like 8:39 for me. Go have good sleep, Steezy. You need that. It's important to exist as a person. Oh, wait. Oh, Dunkins. My computer didn't yell loud enough. 19 Steezy, welcome to the Igloo. I'm really glad to have you here. I hope you enjoy your stay. And please get some sleep. If it's 4:37 in the morning for you, get your sleep on. That's important. There's a fan Discord. I'm pretty sure you have gone to doze off now, but there is a Discord for you to go to. Interact with the community. It's pretty quiet in there, but I try to make it a nice place. I don't know, man. There's been a lot of people lately who have been like, man, it's really late. I'm gonna go watch this guy. I don't know. Something about it. I kind of attract that late night feel, I guess. I don't know. I try to be comfy so like people can just chill in here. That's the aim. But anyway, oh, hello from Ukraine. Gosh golly, you're from a long way out, aren't you, bud? Anyway, there's a Discord that you can go join if you're an enjoyer of group chats. I try to keep it real nice in there. There's like there's a couple bells and whistles. I wrote myself a Discord bot for in there. So if you want to catch up on YouTube videos, it'll play any YouTube video, and you can search my YouTube channel for any query string. It's kind of nice. I'm actually gonna start working on it at work after I finish this up. If I don't get put on another, or after I finish my layout up, if I don't get put on an actual project, which I might honestly, given that we're probably gonna present our project either tomorrow or Friday or Monday. I did write myself a Discord bot, and I'm thinking of getting back at that and writing a 2.0 version of that. Did I say wrote myself a Discord bot? I meant just singular wrote. Listen, I'm not an English major. I speak computer. But anyway, I digress a great deal, as usual. I knew I shouldn't have started the D10s because I knew I wasn't going to finish them tonight. Especially since it's kind of a complex shape. Do I really want to go to the trouble of cutting out these D12s? I did say roaded. I am smart. I have good brain. When I'm actually using my brain to talk, I guess I have appreciable English. It's much better when I'm typing. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, dice. That's what I was doing. Duh. The whole point of the stream, you goober. But yeah, like I know that give me a second, I gotta rise in pitch while I think. I know that Twitch has a JavaScript API, but I don't wanna write in JavaScript. I don't wanna, you know. Java's my main language as far as programming goes. Like I list JavaScript as a language on my resume, and like I'm not bad at JavaScript. It's just I express concepts much better in Java. All those callbacks, man, they throw me off. And I really only list JavaScript on my resume because I know, you know, basic JavaScript, and I know, Node.js because of what I've learned at work. I don't even know how I found your stream. I just wanted to chill after my 18-hour work, and Twitch advised you. I'll check Discord. Have a great night, Steezy. I hope you sleep. English major, but I don't like messing with grammar. That's a whole mood. What even are commas? I still think I should make these dice pretty colors. I might, but not in this version of the dice. I want to get these images into the dice, like, as these white colors first. And then when I come back to these dice as a 2.0, I will make these images pretty colors. How I'm going to do that, that's going to be an adventure. But if I make them, a sharp contrasting color against this background that it normally has, like in this one. Oh, we were going to see what the magic wand looked like if we tried to magic wand this. So let's see what happens. So if we say the smart select, and we say this, it does what? Ooh, that does not select what I want it to at all. Hang on. So the magic wand does not in fact do what I want it to. Bicolor Ooh! Yes, when I come back for this for 2.0, we're making bicolored dice. It's happening. Oh, could I 3D print these in the bicolors? Is that allowed? Oh, I bet you it's a real thing you could do. But when we come back to this as 2.0, instead of these gray dice, we're going to make them bicolors. That is a great idea, Raz. I'm a fan of that. See, then the issue is, like, what if... But, like, the bicolor scheme's also a really good... the bicolor scheme's also a really good color scheme, so, like, people can't get salty about it, you know? Like, that blue, purple, and pink, yes. Good color scheme, you know? There's a reason it, like, has been showing up in, like, films and stuff as a good lighting palette, because it is, in fact, a good color scheme, and I'm very pleased that I get a good color scheme. You know? Wait, do my parents still watch these? Oopsie. I don't know that my mom's gonna sit down and watch this entire stream anyway. I love her, and she watches a great deal of my stuff, and bless her heart for that. But I don't know that she's going to want to sit here and watch me edit images for 2 hours and change. Which I'd be surprised if very many people actually watch this. Like, I would get the programming stream, like, where I'm actually programming. Maybe, because, like, you want to learn your JavaFX, which is a terrible way to learn JavaFX. Don't learn JavaFX by watching me. I'm a bodge master. But I could follow, like, how somebody wants to watch this if it's, like, actually programming and actually making things. But sitting here editing an image, it's, to my brain, a snooze fest. So and I know you always want to make. The advice everybody says is make what you want to watch. And, like, I do most of the time. It's just when I'm like, I need to make something, I want to make something and I want to do it on camera. Sometimes it doesn't make for the most palatable content, but it makes for good things to have been made. But hopefully when I put these images in the dice program, the dice start treating me a little nicer, because they're kind of like bopping me during LGBT&D. Why can I not say that quickly? It's like, why the heck, brain? You can string random, like, half nonsense science words together, but not that. Oh yeah, I did. Since when have I had these glasses? I've had these since like junior year of high school. Am I gonna do a swirlies or a gradient? I'm probably gonna go for a gradient because it'd be a lot simpler. Oh yeah, I did actually. I was recording when I fixed this. By the way, it works now. Well, it works mechanically. I don't know if it works as a controller still. I'm probably gonna check soonish. Is this tape done? Yeah, this tape's done. Okay, we're out of music. I have 10 minutes left. I'll just not have music for the last 10 minutes. It's fine. Yeah, what class were you in right before this? I can't remember. I can never keep track of your schedule. I can hardly keep track of mine. But yeah, you didn't miss a whole bunch with the taking apart of the controller. It was just a little bit of, bodging to get it to work. And hey, if you really want to see it, the stream VOD will go up eventually. That's the whole point of the stream VOD is, oh man, I missed out on him doing a thing or him playing a game, and then you can just catch up. That's the whole point. Time is indeed hard. I agree. I think we'll do this one, and then I'm going to have to save the canvas and come back to it. Especially if I keep being particular about checking chat. I also really wish there was a way to, only delete single messages. Speaking of, jumping back, 3 topics. Speaking of, Twitch and Twitch moderation and, Twitch automation, I really wish there was a better way to delete users' messages from the chat so you could just delete single messages instead of clearing the chat of everything they have said, because usually someone will on accident break a chat rule and I'll be like, can you not? And then I'll have to delete the message that they said the thing in, right? And then I will have nothing on my chat on screen because someone, usually accidentally too, they just kind of forget that it's a PG stream and just let something slip. They'll just be like, well, heck, no, I didn't want that to autocomplete you. Oh my good golly, no. What? Oh, okay, good. Good golly, life is an adventure sometimes, you know that? I probably don't really need, half the points I put in here, but they make me feel satisfied for matching a curve so well. Because, in theory, you need many, many fewer points to describe the curves that I require for this particular use case. But, I just want to feel... I want it to feel silky smooth, don't you know? I want them silken curves. I want it to look good, TM. We're going to bring this point in, and this point in, and this point in just a smidge, ooh, and this point in just a hair, and this point in, and this point in. Spread these points out a little further so we can get a better curve. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're gonna chop, paste, make layer. And we're gonna delete layer. I think we're gonna save the canvas and call it good. Call it good and done. History 252, which is history since 1860 until 2001. I get starting at 1860 a little, but why up till 2001? I guess. It's nice to cover more recent history because I always you tend to miss that. ooh boy, everybody getting sick. It's because it's the holidays and everybody's seeing everybody all the darn time that they don't normally see, so then you're exposed to a much different germ layer. So then you get sick. Everybody's like, oh, it's because it's cold. It's like, no, it's not because it's cold. It's because it's the holidays and everybody's seeing each other. That's how germs work. If it was about being cold, I would get sick a lot more often. Anyway, we're going to save this canvas. Like this. Oh, it's fine. I didn't need the 1d8 canvas. We were done with the d8s anyway. Okay, well, that's gonna be it for this evening. Let's see who's stream. What am I making? I'm making a set of dice for Dungeons and Dragons. I actively use them during a little stream called LGBT&D, where I play Dungeons and Dragons with a couple of Twitch folks, and it's a great time. And we need to see who's playing what right now. Someone's playing Golf Story, which is very tempting. Someone's playing Infamous. Also, Cliff, you kind of dropped in right at the end of the stream, bud, but thank you for trying. I'm always glad to see people show up. I am indeed a big old nerd. I'm writing my own D&D dice. I already have all the like back end code done. I was just, as you dropped in, I was cutting out images of dice such that I can show those images of dice when you roll, instead of just saying you rolled a 5, a 6, a 7, a 12, and a 5. You know. Let's see. Car's playing RimWorld. Kid is doing his podcast. Matt's playing Fallout 76. He's playing Rocksmith. I think we're gonna watch. You know what? I've been giving a lot of love to Matt lately. Let's go say hi to Kid and his morning show, because I want that to do well, and it's a really cool concept. So before we start before we start jumping into a raid, I need to give you all a spiel about what I do here. Hi, my name is Glacier Nestor. I do this stream on Wednesday nights where I do a variety item. Usually it's games. Right now it's programming / making things. It's always going to be games or making something. That's the two things that I'm open to stream on Wednesday nights. What else do I do on Twitch? Oh, I do a thing called Paper Cuts on Friday nights, where I take a public domain book. I had that upside down. I take a public domain book and I read it aloud for the whole stream, and we keep finding new books as we finish them, and it's really my favorite show to do around here. Honestly, like, as much as I love what I do on YouTube, Paper Cuts is my favorite show. It's such a fun concept, and it actually gets me to sit down and read again. Anyway, speaking of YouTube, I post stream VODs onto YouTube if you missed something, for both Paper Cuts and the variety streams. The variety streams are on a much longer delay than Paper Cuts. Paper Cuts goes up the week after on Thursday, but the stream VODs are on a really long delay, just to save me some time. What else? Oh, Frozen Tundra Finds is what I do on Mondays on YouTube. It's my original YouTube piece of content. It's a first impression series where I play the first 30 minutes of a game and I go, found that to be pretty good, or I didn't find that to be very good. And then at the end of the season, after we've played 15 games, you, the viewer, vote on what I'm going to play. And it's a good time. It's also one of my favorite things to do. It exposes me to a lot of different games that I would not have played normally. And I just enjoy it a great deal. I really like making content for you all. Anyway, one more thing. I've mentioned it a couple times during this stream in particular, and it comes up a lot during the dice making streams. I do a D&D campaign on Sunday evenings over on Matt Header Plays, called LGBT&D, and Raz, aka Raz Matazik, who was in chat earlier, was in chat earlier, has a YouTube channel called Raz's Planetarium, where she's in the process of posting all the VODs from that, so you can catch up on the adventures of Kyros, the Dragonborn Sorcerer. That's me. And the rest of the party. And it's a great time. And between all that whole mess of what I do, I have content every day of the week except Tuesday, so there's stuff aplenty for you guys to tune into. And I'd like to think I run a pretty big gamut of what types of content I do, so it makes it a lot easier for you all to, you know, find something you like and watch it. Anyway, guys, I've given my whole spiel, and I know it takes a billion years. It takes a billion years on the D&D stream as well. But anyway, we're going to go say hi to Kid Infinite, and we're going to see just how Good Morning Twitch is going. It looks like they're screaming about BlizzCon right now. Anyway, raid message is, what is the raid message? Shoot. What's the raid message? What are we going to use? I don't know what we're going to use. Dice raid? Question mark? Dice raid? Is that what we're going to use? We're going to say dice raid. Everybody ready? We're going to go over there and say dice raid. Let's go. I hope everybody has a great week. Bye now.